The introduction of the promise of group learning module from Hugsy's How People Learn states that there is evidence that the intentional and well-designed use of groups can allow individuals to vastly exceed, in some cases, the results they might have achieved learning solo. But what does intentional and well-designed group work look like? Effective group work comprises three key elements: group formation, facilitating group-worthy tasks, and assessing group work. My research focused on group formation for three primary reasons. First, forming groups intentionally is an essential part of the design of group work that is often overlooked. Second, group formation poses a complex mathematical challenge. For example, this equation represents the total number of potential group configurations from a classroom with a size of n. For a class of 48, like our Impact by Design course, this equates to more potential group configurations than the total number of grains of sand on Earth. Of course, this is beyond the cognitive capacity of educators who are already struggling to cope with the instructional complexity of teaching. Consequently, the third reason for my focus is the suitability of this challenge for an algorithmic solution, an area of research in the field of computer-supported collaborative learning studied by Hugsy professor Seiji Sotani. When considering which of these algorithms to use, Mickelson and Sweet argue that for groups to function as effectively as possible, they should be as diverse as possible. This is precisely the type of groups produced by the Grumbler, a spreadsheet created by HKS professor Malcolm Sparrow, whose background in mathematics and the use of group work in his own classroom led him to automate the process. While the spreadsheet is fairly intuitive, the instruction manual can be daunting and its potential pedagogical impact unclear unless properly explained. Therefore, my theory of action was if teachers are trained to use the Grumbler effectively through a co-design model, then they will use it to form more diverse groups of students in their classrooms, so that their students have more opportunities to collaborate in a wider range of group configurations. I found 4 teachers willing to use the Grumbler: 2 TTL students teaching high school science and 2 Harvard professors. Through a co-design model, I personalized the Grumbler's potential for each teacher's unique educational context, either through videos or direct explanations. Jared Sargent wanted diverse groups, but with an emphasis on academic data. Alex Tran incorporated 5 variables, which included academic, social, and emotional dimensions. Karen Brennan used previous groupings as a determining variable to ensure students had an opportunity to meet new people on their final class in LDIT. Finally, David Doctorman had a very specific use case which you, students of the Impact by Design course, are experiencing right now. The structure of this bracketology for grouping students with unique videos across multiple rounds was facilitated using the Grumbler. So my question to you is this: how important is the person sitting next to you right now? And how different would the ensuing conversation be if it were with someone else? Understanding the significance of these differences is fundamental to realizing the impact of the group formation process. What did I learn from this experience? After speaking with 30 experts that included TFs, PhD candidates, professors, and industry experts, only a handful thought that the group formation process was a problem we're solving. However, as advances in artificial intelligence force educators to reconsider what is worth teaching, the interpersonal and intrapersonal skills developed through group work will become increasingly important, and the specific people in those groups will have a profound effect on that growth. Because as William James once said, whenever 2 people meet, there are really 6 people present. There's each man as he sees himself, each man as the other person sees him, and each man as he really is.